So as you all may have noticed, I haven't actually put up any videos from the last... Well, I did after the Leicester game between Leicester and Man United. It was just basically like a rant against Moyes and the club and the owners and everything that's wrong with Sunderland at the moment. After the Man U and West Ham games, I did actually record reactions and I was going to put them up. But I just eventually wondered what the point was, because I feel like everything I'm saying is just repeating myself week after week after week after week and nothing new about it at all. So I thought I would just do some slight comments on the last couple of games and just see how I feel about the general state of the club at the moment. Obviously, I commented briefly on the Leicester game in the Rand video I did a couple of weeks back. The Man United game did okay, 30 minutes. Once they scored, game over, really. Larsson, it says a lot when we're happy that Larsson's suspended. Says a lot. And West Ham, in patches, played all right for me, but I just couldn't see us getting back into the game. Funnily enough, I actually missed the Breedie's equaliser because I actually left early. And I'm not usually a big advocate of leaving games early. For myself, personally, I don't have any problem with fans of the... I have a problem with fans leaving early if we're winning or drawing games, but in this case scenario, I don't blame fans whatsoever for leaving early, because I left early because I just couldn't see us scoring. Could anyone honestly tell me in the second half? Could they honestly say that Sunderland looked like getting 2-2? Did they look like getting a point? To me, they didn't. Billy Jones, obviously, hopefully he makes a swift recovery, by the way. But as soon as he was down, I just thought West Ham's going to comfortably see this out. They're going to do the typical thing, time waste rather than play some football. And that's not a dig at West Ham. I just don't like people time wasting because it's not playing the game at all. I can see why footballers do it, but I hate it still. But I couldn't see us scoring, so I left early, and then typically within minutes after leaving, I found out we scored. But at the end of the day, nice not to get beat, eh? But point wasn't good enough. We needed all three, so it doesn't really matter. I keep looking down all over the place. Sorry about that, but a point's not good enough. At this point, if we're going to stay up, we would have to win our next four, hope teams above us stay crap, and not get any more points. Now, realistically, can you see that happening? No. We have to beat Hull and Swansea. We'd have to beat Middlesbrough and Bournemouth as well, I might add. The next four games are must win. But even then, can you honestly see us winning them at the minute? I can't. One thing I will give Moyes credit for, I know someone giving Moyes credit, wow, that's really few and far between at the minute. Not that he deserves it, mind, to be fair. Saying that, he actually started Wabby Kazri. I was actually pretty pleased about that. Unfortunately, and I'm quite happy that Kazri got a good performance, because he's basically sticking two fingers up and saying a big F-U to Moyes. But it also makes me quite angry in that it's, again, like the performance on Saturday, too little too late. Where was that a few months ago? Where was that against Stoke, Southampton, Burnley, West Ham, down at their place, Stoke away even, Palace at home, West Brom at home, West Brom away, Burnley at home, Watford away, Leicester away. Where was it in all of those fixtures? To me, those are teams we should be beating, or at least not getting beat off. And again, I will keep reiterating this, but I don't mean as a club I don't mean as a team that we've got now should beat those guys, because the majority of them are better than us, even though I still insist that's embarrassing. But as a club, we should be ahead of all of those clubs in my opinion. And I don't mean that in a way that they haven't got, because every one of those clubs has got every right to get better. They've got every right. But we should be ahead of them. We should have been managed properly to the point where we are better than the majority of those teams at this point after 10 years in the Premier League. So to me, this is annoying because it's too late, and even if we stay up, I'll still probably be a little bit pissed off about it, because it's the same thing's going to happen again next year. There's not going to be any change. There's not going to be anything different. So as far as I'm concerned, just get the championship. One thing I will quickly mention, since I haven't actually mentioned Newcastle in a while. Well, first of all, I will say well done to Brighton and Hove Albion for getting promotion. I hope Brighton win the league. Unfortunately, I think Newcastle will go up in second. I mean, some Newcastle fans are getting quite nervous about Reading and Huddersfield. Huddersfield, especially with the game in hand. But can you honestly tell me Newcastle are going to bottle second from here? I can't. I would love it if they did. But the reality is they're not going to. So to me, once Newcastle are confirmed to go up in second, I will look at the Championship playoffs with interest to see who goes up. I kind of hope Fulham go up, actually, because then it means that we won't have to, that's one more affordable away, as in more accessible away day for me, because I'm quite selective on where I go for away days. I like to go quite near. And obviously, I hope Hull and Borough come down. Well, we're down. Borough, if they beat us, actually, I looked at it, might have a chance, but they've got hard fixtures left. And Hull, I hope, come down with. Where I actually quite like Hull. To be fair, I hope they do. A part of me selfishly hopes they stay up. For the shit they've had to put up with this year. But I think it's a more accessible away day for us if Hull come down. So I'll leave you there, guys. It's not really any point to this video, but it's just like an update sort of thing. But anyway, look, no changes. Sunderland are still crap.